It's a big week. All the boys are excited and we're just looking forward to it. I think it will kick in more the day before. Right now we've got a lot of work to do on the training pitch and just prepare as best as we can for it.
It's a stupid question really, but how does it differ for you from a normal game? You've been so many games this season already. Weekend, Tuesday, it's sort of got that cup final feel about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. There's nowhere to hide. Once the live camera crew's here and there's 2,000 fans inside this ground, there's nowhere to hide. So for us, I think that's going to be it's going to be a big difference for us.
And how did it feel when the draw was made? Where were you watching the?
I was here. I was at the club. I think there was a few boys, about 3 or 4 of us here. So it was fantastic for the club to see their reaction. Obviously, as players, you want to play away, but home draw is just as big. So it was nice.
The build-up's been nice, and I think we're just in a good place right now. Like, we've got some good results as well, so we're full of confidence and we're looking forward to it.
It's just such a different game. You look back to the FA Vars last Saturday when you travelled to Waltham Abbey, and then the amount of people that are going to be here against Oxford, and the BT cameras on Saturday. How do you deal with that? How do you prepare for that?
I don't know. It's weird in you saying that. To be fair, I was on the bench against Ebbsfleet, and I was sent to go and warm up, and that was Ebbsfleet. And I think I can't remember the attendance, but it was quite a big crowd there. And it does play effect. Do you know what I mean? It does bring more pressure on, but. We just got to block it out. We just got to get ourselves into the game, and I think it'll be fine. It'll be a massive experience for everyone as well.
I guess you don't know the team yet, the ins and outs of what's going to happen on Saturday.
Not too sure. So everyone's on their toes. Everyone's fighting and wanting to wear that shirt on the day.
Has it been difficult the last few games to concentrate on the league games and the FA Trophy when you know this is around the corner?
Speaking for myself, I would say no. Like, sometimes you've got to concentrate on what's in front of you. We know Oxford's coming up. The only thing that has been difficult is fighting for your shirts and performing week in, week out. But I don't think nothing's been different.
Ahead of obviously the game on Saturday, I just asked Mick this question: how do you go about beating a team like Oxford?
It's 11v11 on the day. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go in with confidence. You can't be going that you're just going to come here and turn you over. They're coming here. It's not like we're going to there. They're coming here. It's going to be a complete different environment for them themselves. So for me, it's 11 on 11 on the day, and I think if you're confident enough, anything can happen in football.
Unbelievable. For me, it's just the history around the club. When they talk about biggest game, that's what it is. But that's the half of me as the fan and supporter of Merstham, and the other half is it's just another game. So how do we win? But a bit of conflicting feelings inside me.
How do you prepare for a game like Oxford United in the FA Cup in front of the BT cameras?
You paint a good picture. The pitch hasn't changed, and it's going to be 11 of them. So I'll be pretty calm when I'm on the pitch. I'm the worst fan or person ever if I'm watching a game. So knowing that I can do something to affect the result on the pitch, that gives me a lot of power. So I'll be pretty calm if I'm out there and if I'm selected. So just keep a clear head and do my job on the pitch, I hope.
As a player, when a draw like this happens for a club like Merstham, do you start looking at Oxford United's players? Do you start watching the highlights of League One at the weekend?
For me, that sounds like a Thursday night and a Friday night at home. I'll be getting familiar with the squad and possibly what I'm up against. For now, I'm just enjoying the buzz around the club and around our local area, and just trying to get as much interest stirred up as possible.
So for you as a defender, you'll be looking at perhaps who's playing up front for them, what footed they are, how they like to work, what you're going to be playing against.
Yeah. That's the kind of detail. I'm going to look to see if they're playing like a 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. Then that will let me know how much pressure I can put on against the forwards. And then is it a quick guy? Is it a big guy? Do they play direct? Do they play in behind? And then that will really let me know how much work I've got ahead of me on the Saturday.
So from a coach's point of view, put your coach hat on, how do you go about beating Oxford United?
Every team's got a weakness, so it's about analysing the games they've had, looking at the patterns, how they're conceding, how they're scoring. If we can then use the strength within our team to counter the way they're scoring and to possibly get at their weaknesses, which every team has, including us, then you have the potential of getting a result. So good detail from Hayden and Mick and the team in regards to weak spots in the Oxford squad team, and then obviously always play to our strength and always try and control possession and control the game, which is our real strength here at Merstham.
You're obviously one of the senior players in the squad and part of the coaching team. How do you, for all of the team, the game on Saturday is going to be like an FA Cup final with the coverage and with the occasion. How do you prepare and mentor the squad ahead
That's
of that?
a good question. Yeah, for me, it's my fourth time in the first round, so I understand how big it is, and I can see it from the outside as a player who's been involved in it before. But I'm a lot calmer going into this one because it is just another game, and it's how you prepare in order for the emotions not to override. So I'll be playing my part in regards to keeping everybody calm, making everything sure it's executed and it feels right on the day. So little things like changing up the times of the warm-up, ensuring that they're comfortable in their new surroundings, new environments, giving them a bit more time at the end. These like little subtle things in order for them to feel calm and ready to perform on kickoff is the kind of things I'll be doing, and drawing on all the experience I have within this league above, and other FA Cup runs I've been in, to just make sure the squad is calm and we're ready to perform.